Hi, I'm Claire Snowden-Darling.
I'm Laura Knowles.
And we're from Balanced Wellness and also the founders of the College of Functional Kinesiology. So what we do is we're alternative health experts and we specialise in stress, immune issues, digestion, blood sugars and hormone imbalances. And a big part of that work is also emotional work. And the way that we work is actually very unique because after 20 years of being on our own self-development journeys, there is literally no human emotion that we can't be with now. And so it's actually one of our real gifts and our deepest bliss to support our clients to go to the places that they need to go to get emotional freedom and to be able to be with the depth of their emotions. And also we train practitioners in how to do that too.
I think that's a really good point you make, because other therapies look at getting past the emotion, getting through the emotion, changing the emotion, trying to get to a place of joy. And where we work differently is coming into relationship with that emotion, getting closer to that emotion. I talk about this with my clients all the time, is when something particular is coming up, we want to get closer to it.
Yeah.
We don't want to necessarily overcome it.
Exactly right. So we do this with some really beautiful processes, and those processes we guide our clients through in clinic, but also in a 4-day immersive that we run annually, and also we do this, as I said, as part of our training in the College of Functional Kinesiology. But what we want to talk to you about today particularly is one of the topics that we cover in this work, which is around numbing ourselves. So numbing ourselves has become one of the biggest ways of getting away from our emotions in society today. So basically, what do I mean by that? I mean that we're all rushing around. We get up, the alarm clock goes off, we get up, we have coffee, we are making breakfast, we're making the kids breakfast, we're doing the school run, getting ourselves off to work, doing this, doing that, coming back, trying to connect with our partner whilst trying to do the homework and get the dinner ready, and then, lunch boxes, and then flopping down on the sofa to watch a load of TV. That's a numbing mechanism. And why are we numbing? We're numbing because that day has been so stressful for our nervous system that we don't know what to do with it. We feel usually so disconnected from ourselves because there's such lack of stillness, such lack of quietness, that we can actually have any opportunity to listen to the still small voice within. Then that means that we can't connect with our partner because they're also in this place of disconnect. We're not connecting particularly well with our children. We're just barking at them. Do this, do that, do the other. Yep, I'll read you a story. Yep. Nothing is nourishing. So because nothing is nourishing, we start to use numbing techniques. Now, those numbing techniques stop us from looking at the fact that we're disconnected. They stop us looking at the fact that we're not feeling nourished. But more importantly, they stop us asking the big questions. Now, those big questions could be something like, am I actually enjoying my relationship right now?
Am I fulfilled in my career?
Do I like parenting? Do I enjoy my child?
Do I like myself?
Do I actually want to have sex with my partner, or am I just pretending that I'm too busy and tired because I don't really want to, but I don't know how to put language around that? These are big existential questions. And so with human physiology being what it is and neurology being what it is, because what's usually happened is we've followed a societal norm to get to where we are. So we're all in school studying for our GCSEs, and then we might finish that and either go off to college or do our A-levels, and then we might go on to university, or we go off and do some other training, and we've chosen our career, and then we're in our career and we're busy, and then we meet someone and decide that they're the love of our life, and then we get married. And that's going to be great because now we're going to buy a house, and then when we've got all of that, then let's have a baby, and we're going to have a baby, and now I've got everything. And actually, if I really look at it, I might not want any of that.
But I've made such a complicated picture, and this is what I've been told that I should be wanting in my life, that actually to start unpicking that looks like such a huge job and is so overwhelming, and my life is already overwhelming, that I am going to numb myself.
Yes.
And I'm not going to look at it.
Yeah. And it might not be that bad. It might just be that you're not going to the gym when you want to. Like, it can be that you're generally happy, but we're numbing out in some ways. So numbing mechanisms would be watching TV, just because, okay, so what your brain will tell you is, I'm tired, I just want to sit on the sofa. Having spent many, many, many years doing that, and now living a life where I don't even have a television, and I have chronic fatigue, I can absolutely promise you, you're not so tired that you need to be watching television. You're watching television so that you can get lost in something, so you don't have to look at all of this. I absolutely guarantee that if you were to get a babysitter and go to a dance class, or go and find something at the gym you really enjoy, or take up a hobby, or express yourself in some art, you would actually feel a lot less tired than you think you do. So TV, one of my favourite red flags is when people put the TV on the moment they wake up, and that TV stays on all day, and then it doesn't go off until they go to bed. And then, so often, I have music on in the background while I'm sleeping. Like, there is no space in someone's brain or day for them to even question what they're doing.
No stillness.
No stillness.
No stillness.
So telly.
Food.
All food. Oh, I've had a bad day, I'll have some chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol. So, you know, I'm not talking about having the odd glass of wine when you're out, or, you know, nothing that, you know, who doesn't enjoy a nice gin with the girls. That's not what we're talking about. It's that I get in from work, I open some wine, I have a beer, because I'm just trying to decompress from the day.
So that switch off mechanism that a lot of people use alcohol for. Shopping.
Oh, shopping, that was my favourite.
Food was mine.
Food and shopping, yeah. So I don't like myself, let me buy clothes. I don't like my life, I'll feel better if I feel fabulous.
Or buy stuff for the house.
Yeah, create a nest in a house I might not even want to be in.
Paper over the cracks.
Paper over the cracks. Sex, that's a good numbing technique. So people either use sex to numb themselves, so they're having a lot of sex, and I imagine there's a lot of people watching this in marriages or relationships where they no longer have sex, going, that would be nice. So sex avoidance is also a numbing.
Yeah.
Gossip magazines. Oh, they're good, those.
Definitely a distraction.
Oh, such a distraction. Let's get
Their
lost in a
lives look
celebrity
worse
life.
than mine.
Yeah, or better. Oh, so now I can compare myself that I'm not that thin.
Well, it's a soap opera thing as well. It's come back to the TV. It's that I'm just going to take myself out of my life and go into someone else's.
Social media.
Ooh.
The amount of times I find myself on Instagram and I'm actually bored or really tired, and I go, why am I even looking at this? This is even more boring than what I wasn't going to be doing.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so automatic though.
Yeah, shocking. Food, sex, shopping, gambling.
Yep.
Holidays. People going on holidays over and over and over again. The only thing they've got to look forward to is the holiday. That's a big one.
Getting away from their life.
Yeah, the year before I left my husband, I went away every month.
That's nice.
It was that, well, actually we have a really nice time when we're on holiday, so why don't we go on holiday more?
That's a good one.
So food, shopping, social media, any kind of gadgetry. Oh, the computer games.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Which stresses the nervous system out even more.
Yeah. Reading even. I'm not talking about reading a couple of chapters before you go to bed at night. I'm talking about losing yourself in a book, particularly if it means you stay up late because you're just avoiding going to bed with your partner, which means you can avoid having sex or having a conversation about sex or.
So why are we looking at this numbing? Why is it important in emotional work?
Oh, because our real authenticity and our real truth and our vulnerability is when we stop numbing and we start exploring.
So I guess it's to do with the awareness. When we can start to recognise where we are numbing in our lives, that's the first stage. and then addressing it and sitting in the silence of not having that distraction and seeing what's going to come up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, a couple of other things. Over-exercising. That's a biggie. That's a big numbing. Oh, don't take my running away from me. That's what clients say. Don't take, no, I need to do that every single day. I've got to go and do that.
Stress relief.
It's my stress relief. It's my stress relief. Or actually, again, it can be a numbing mechanism.
Yeah.
So, yes, so for us, it's always about raising awareness, becoming aware of an emotion that we find challenging, or a feeling that we find challenging that we just don't want to face.
Yeah.
And everything you want is on the other side of that fear. And so the thing that we're the most passionate about is supporting people to explore those challenging emotions and discover that they weren't that frightening in the first place. I call it throwing ourselves into the jaws of the beast. Like when we throw ourselves into the jaws of the beast, you kind of find that, oh, actually that wasn't, those teeth aren't as sharp as I thought they were. It's all right. And most people are terrified of even looking. In fact, my favourite quote from Joseph Campbell is, the treasure you seek is in the cave that you fear to enter.
Gorgeous.
So that's numbing. Come back to us with any questions.